Nina, at childbirth, she had grew lungs outside her body, and the attending physicians thought that she won't survive. However, her father, Muzersky, a well-known scientist, he knew of a way to save his child. Now, her mother didn't agree this whole thing, because she saw it as a torture to the child and to her as well, and so she leaves them both. Soon, Muzersky, to make it much easier on his daughter, finds a way to leave the extra 30 pounds of metal, which is essentially keeping her alive. He plans on transforming her entire DNA to help her breathe despite the fluid in her lungs. Though this experiment turns her into something else entirely, an amphibian. People saw as a monster. Even when her father tried his best to give her somewhat a normal life, it never worked. Nina ran away, leaving a letter behind for her father. She started living in the sewers and get used to it, but soon attracts attention and get caught. Her father gets shot when he tries and get near her, another trauma for Nina as she lost the only person that cared for her. Purely for her looks, she was incarcerated in Bel Rev, despite of not committing any crimes. Presently, Nina, the bride, Weasel, and Dr. Phosphorus infiltrates Princess Ilana Rostikov's compound to prevent the end of the world. They believed that assassinating Ilana was the key. However, with the elite Amethyst Knights providing security, getting close her was difficult. The team's only option was a stealth approach, targeting Ilana while she took a swim. They wanted Nina to do this task. Bride and Dr. Phosphorus convinced her to take the plunge, reminding her of the stakes. With determination, she descended into the water, blade in hand. Unbeknownst to the team, Weasel harbored a fondness for Ilana. The princess had shown him a good time playing fetch with him before. Seeing Nina swim toward Ilana with deadly intent, Weasel panicked. To save Ilana, he created a distraction, alerting her to the imminent danger. Startled, Ilana spotted Nina and reacted with swift precision. Ilana managed to disarm Nina and stab her multiple times, ensuring she was dead. Nina's lifeless body floated to the surface. The bride, watching from a distance, was devastated. Nina had been her closest friend and the purest soul among them. Her loss was more than just a casualty. It was personal. The bride's grief quickly turned to rage. Before she could act, Amanda Waller's voice crackled through the radio, declaring that Ilana was not the enemy, that she made a mistake. But as the bride processed Waller's words, she was certain. Reviewing security footage before, she saw Ilana meeting with Clayface. Ilana was not an innocent victim, but a manipulative schemer with world-conquering ambitions. Cersei's vision had been accurate all along. Ilana had seduced Rick Flag, infiltrated Task Force M, and used Clayface to sow doubt about Cersei's warnings. Her kindness toward Weasel was likely just another act in her elaborate charade. The bride realized her true nature. With cold precision, she ended the princess's life, ensuring her reign of terror would never come to fruition. As Ilana's body lay lifeless, the bride walked away with her team.